on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am finally riding the Rush again. Unfortunately, just to let you know, we're not going to an event today. I want to take this bike to like a car meet or something like that. But as I was filming the decibel video that you guys have been asking for, that I am very curious for too, I started the ignition of this bike and it literally didn't turn on at all. I thought the screen was, I might even play a little clip from it right here because it was so funny. But the Rush is definitely, okay, it was locked. I was like, is the battery that dead? It's been that long? Actually it might have. Completely nothing. I thought like the bike was completely dead. Yeah, I thought the bike was completely just locked because like the screen was done. There's nothing on the screen, like it was completely done. And I was like, oh man, I wanted to I have battery tenders obviously, and this bike comes with one. Oh man, I just realized that my visor wasn't clicked all the way, so sorry if it was a little windy and loud. But yeah, the battery tender that it comes with actually is a very, of course, MV Agusta gotta make it a little difficult for us, but it's okay because the bikes are pretty, so I get it. Tender that is hooked to this is a very different, like weird attachment that I don't have a charger for. This bike was supposed to come with a charger with purchasing the vehicle, but the person I bought it for, I guess, didn't give me it. It's all good though. So yeah, pretty much I don't have a battery tender or anything, but Troy from Brand Tuning, that was just filming me a second ago, was here, and we're like, you know what, let's just bump start it. If you guys don't know what bump starting is like, you know, pushing the bike and just dropping the clutch and the bike starting. And I thought that was not gonna work at all, to be honest. I was like, whatever, let's try it. We can get a lot of speed between the two of us. We did that and it actually worked first try. So I was like, okay, I do not want to turn off the bike just in case it's like dead and I'm stuck again. I decided to just take it to the shop right away to get a new battery replaced. I talked to my friend Jose, which is kind of like the guy with MV Agusta. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have gone an MV. But he knows a lot about him, so I'm like, I'll take my chances. I know him, I can always ask him for questions and stuff like that. And now, through me, you guys can know all this info for all the MV people. But apparently, these bikes do come with a lithium battery, so it is a better battery, but they're kind of bad from factory. They're not the best. Clearly, since this one completely died, like I haven't had this happen to me in like 3 or 4, literally before I started YouTube, because I realized when I swapped the battery to the lithium one, those last like a very long time. And they're usually like pretty healthy, even though like I don't put them on battery tenders or anything. Sorry, I got freaked out. That Audi looked like a cop for a split sec, and since this bike is very loud, trying to not be too close to the cop so I don't get pulled over. But yeah, I wish we filmed the bump start for you guys, but honestly I did not think it was gonna work at all, but it did, so that's good. It's been like 2 months, I didn't realize it, but it's been 2 months since I rode the Rush, man. That's a very long time. It is a very loud bike, but since I rode the Fireblade recently, I do think the Fireblade is louder still. This one sounds very loud because the exhaust is like right here, it's like higher up, it's not as low on the bike, so it feels like it's right by my head almost. But yeah, the note on this bike has so much character. It's so cool and unique. But yeah, I'm not even wearing my riding shoes because as I said, I wasn't planning on going for a ride right away, but it worked and I was like, whatever, let's take it to the shop, get a new battery swapped, and maybe if they have time, swap the tender as well, so worst case, if the bike dies again, or if I don't ride it for a while, I can just plug it to the like chargers that I have. swap the tender with like a regular one since we already have to remove the battery. Yeah, I really want to take this bike to an event. I'm waiting for like a cool event. There was a couple of ones that I almost took it to, but it was stuffed all the way in the back. Now I'm moving it closer to the front, rearranging the bikes. The Super Duke and the R1M are in the back now, so those bikes I'm not going to be riding as much. That Aprilia is still in the back, so yeah, those bikes I think are staying in the back for now. Next up probably going to be hopefully the H2R. I got a lot of parts and stuff that are coming up for it, and hopefully we're going to be installing that on the H2R and the V4R, my two favorite bikes. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, the thing with this bike is that in like low RPM like this, the bike just drones. You would think it gets quieter, but nah, it's just like so sketchy. All these cars kind of like, you know, trying to get into this lane, and people in front of me slowing down fast and all. But since he's following me, we're gonna go slow. The pops and bangs on this bike are insane. Yeah, it would be really nice if I had a quick shifter on this bike. A lot of you guys ask, why don't you have a quick shifter on this bike? The bike does come with a quick shifter, but when you swap it to GP shift, it malfunctions, and it pretty much like makes everything way worse, because when you shift manually or use a quick shifter, it like trips out and it's like jerky and like it's just horrible. It thinks you're still regular shifting, so I just turned it off. Still a crazy fast bike for a naked bike. The top end on it just doesn't make sense, but yeah, could use a better shifting system, or at least a quick shifter, or even better yet, the SCS. If you guys don't remember when I wrote the America edition, a 3-cylinder dragster, that had that thing where you don't even need to clutch in or go to neutral. I can be just in first and chilling as I am, and when I want to go, just get on the throttle. So it's really, really nice and easy. As I was saying, since the batteries on these don't come the best, I was like, why just replace the tender and have to deal with it? So I'm just going to replace it with another aftermarket lithium battery, hopefully if they have anything in stock. If they don't, then I just did all this for nothing. I'll just crunch on time, because I started and I was like, I don't want to turn it off and then have to do that again since it started. So I was like, whatever, we'll just take my chances and go to the shop and hope for the best. Probably need to adjust the tire pressure since it's been sitting for 2 months. And yeah, I've come to realize that having this many bikes is honestly not optimal, because I literally can't ride all of them. Some of them sit longer and then they start, you know, battery dying or have issues, and since I don't have a lot of room in my garage, it's even more annoying. Let's see how the battery is after all that, because it tells me if it's charged or not. Battery status, okay. Oh, it's good, it charged up. So that's good. Yeah, something's up with my traction control though. I wonder if it's from jump starting it. Oh, there you go. I just adjusted that and now it's good. Yeah, hopefully he can get it done, because I am kind of early and I came unannounced, but if not, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Whew. Set off a few alarms.
Driving by that park bar.
Yeah. It's definitely obnoxious. Yeah, the battery tender is right here.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's where your OBD port is too.
This guy.
Yeah.
And it's all like, look at this thing. I've never seen anything like this.
Proprietary porting. Makes perfect sense.
Typical MV, right?
Pitch to get on the bike.
It is? Oh, I just touched the engine. I'm trying to put this.
It's like right there, basically.
Yeah.
It just kind of crams it.
There you go.
The OBD port kind of clips.
Yeah,
there, so
I clicked it in there. That is gonna blister for sure. And I lost the pin. There it is. Sometimes I don't use my brain. Yeah, that's the old one.
That's the old one.
The first gen.
I got you. So the new one was red too.
Yeah, so they went back to red. So it was this one with the red, and then they did the yellow. I don't think I would have ever gone if it was red, to be honest. The yellow is very unique.
That looks good.
And then the new one, they went back to red, but they did glossy instead of like the, you know, satin matte finish. Thank you. I wasn't sure I bought them because, you know, my OCD, your OCD too. You see how these stick out too much? There's...
Still looks good.
See, I don't like that it's not like this.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean,
So,
standing back here looks great.
yeah, I was debating changing those back to black, but they're titanium, so I'm like, I'm gonna keep them. I spent some money on them, for now at least. So yeah, it seems like this thing charged. We're still gonna get it replaced. I got some new info for you guys, for all the MV people and the people that do like MV and want to get an MV. Yeah, 13.1, it's like battery's full and everything. This is just nuts. My finger is definitely gonna blister from touching the engine casing. Oh, it hurts a lot. It's like a burn on the inside. We thought the battery was under the tank, but the battery is actually under the seat. It's still a little difficult to get to the battery because you gotta take off some like carbon pieces and stuff like that. But yeah, we learned another thing, that the 2022 models and up, which is, I believe this one is a 2022. I thought it was a, I don't know if it's a 2021 or 2022, but we checked the sticker and this thing was made in December of 2021. So technically it would be a 2022. And these ones have some sort of like satellite thing. If you guys don't remember, when we checked out the Dragster America Edition, the one I was talking about earlier, they have some sort of like app that you connect to and all that. But apparently with this thing, if let's say somebody touched the bike while it was parked or anything like that, it triggers like a system. So it's kind of like an alarm thing that is connected to the satellite, which is honestly really cool. But apparently that alarm stays on for like 6 hours, which drains the battery, and that's why this thing dies faster. And plus the OEM batteries are already like not that great from what I've been told. So they didn't have any batteries in stock, but now you guys know some back end info about MVs and especially the Rush. But yeah, my bike probably has that. So yeah, that's why the battery has been drained. But as I said, aftermarket batteries have been great with me, so that's why I'm gonna get replaced. And I'm gonna replace the connector, the tender, since this one is so weird, so I can just plug it into my battery tenders that I have at home and call it a day if I'm not riding this one as often. It is surprisingly warm today. Kind of perfect weather for a ride though. Alright, I want to ask you guys what you think about the Rush, because there's a few things that I could be doing instead of having the Rush. One of them being, what if I replace this Rush with another MV Agusta? They're just ideas and all, so nothing is confirmed. But yeah, what do you guys think about the new to do a little poll for the video. I kind of like the new Super Velocia 1000. What do you guys think? It's more of a sport bike, less of a naked, so it's a little bit more my style. But I don't know, the Rush is so cool and unique, so I'm like, and I've done a lot of work to it, so like I appreciate it a lot. Plus, you know, having to sell this one to trade it in for the other one will be like too much of a hassle too. But I don't know, man, just ideas would be cool. Also, do you guys see the new Assen, which is the replacement for the Nürburgring? And that bike looks insane. It's pretty much like it looks like the Nürburgring, but a lot better. I never liked the way the Nürburgring looks. It's a cool bike for sure. It's very limited. It's more limited than the Rush, I believe. But the Nürburgring and the new Assen are like the track versions, obviously, based on their names. So this is kind of like their showpiece, and the other ones are like the track edition ones. Yeah, the new one looks absolutely beautiful. It kind of gives me R1M vibes. It's like all like metallic silver with like blue and all that type of stuff. So that thing would be also really cool to have. I don't know if I would replace the Rush, but imagine if I had this and the other one, even though that's kind of a waste, as I'm saying right now. Like, see, this is the issue. I have a problem of collecting these bikes, but then like when it comes to riding, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I don't know what to ride. There's too many like options, and I kind of don't know like each bike very well because everything is so different. There's too many other ones, like different ones. We're not going to be getting any bikes anytime soon because as you guys see, it does not fit in the garage, and that's another reason why I don't ride some of the bikes for a while, because they're just stuffed in the back and it's too much work. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take whatever bike is easiest that I still feel like riding. But yeah, for now, the plan is to hopefully, I don't know if it's gonna be this year to be honest, but at some point I would like to move and expand the garage, or possibly open a shop so I can store some bikes there. This is where we split up so we can pick up some speed. But yeah, since I have like no room in the garage at all, I don't think we're upgrading any bikes anytime soon. There is a plan where like I would sell some of my like less limited and rare bikes, like maybe the Aprilia and the KTM, and get some bikes that are more unique, kind of like on that H2R, you know, like S tier level. What the hell? Get off my bike. There's no way that got stuck perfectly on the wing right here. That's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to kind of like deal with this MV thing and talk a little bit about it. Just a nice layout, and make a little video for you guys. A slower video, more talking, less riding. But you know, I can't always be going ham and doing crazy stuff on these bikes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. We're getting close to a mil, so please sub. Alright guys, peace out and ride safe.